7. Yes, our 7th Bears mock draft, and it's only week 14. Welcome into Bears Now by Chat Sports. I'm Harrison Graham. I am going to unveil a full 7-round mock for 7.0 for the Bears on today's show. Now, this is where things sit in the top 5 as of now. Bears have 1 and 5. The Commanders lost again. The Bears were on bye week, so the Bears fell a spot this past week, but still have 2 very high picks. The Cardinals won, which was good, so that Carolina pick is pretty close to being locked into the top 2 and has a very good chance of being number 1 overall. All right, let's get into my mock draft, and for this mock, I'm going to go Caleb Williams with the number 1 overall pick. I've done drafts where I go QB high. I've done drafts where I trade down and keep Justin Fields. But I think when you do a lot of these mock drafts, at least a lot of them have to be what you think the team would do. And I think at this exact moment in time, the Bears would more likely move on from Fields than keep him. So drafting Caleb Williams, I think, would make the most sense here. You could go Drake May, but I went Mitt Williams here. And to be clear, for Fields, this could all change in the next 5 weeks. He goes and wins 4 out of 5, plays well, wins all 5. Who knows? Maybe they just run the whole thing back. But I think at this exact moment, they would lean toward drafting a quarterback, and Caleb Williams is certainly a good option for that. He was really good at Oklahoma. He was even better at USC, won a Heisman Trophy. This year certainly didn't go to plan, but he still played at a very high level. Now, I think he's going to be a guy you got to look into in terms of, is he someone who can handle the Chicago media? Can he be a franchise quarterback in a market of this caliber? Like, do you believe in his leadership skills? There has been some public questions about his persona a bit, but he's been very productive both as a passer, as a rusher. He's a true dual threat. His arm strength and arm talent, which are 2 different things, by the way, is very off the charts, and he can do a lot of the things Justin can do and can do some things better. And he's a younger guy. Obviously, it would reset the quarterback clock. I like Justin. I'm open to keeping Justin, but if I had to say right now, I think the Bears are more likely to go in a new direction than to run it back. Now, how upset would you be if the Bears traded Justin Fields? Scale it from 1 to 10, 1 being you wouldn't be upset at all, 10 being you'd be very upset. Here's what you guys think. Pen comment on today's show. Scale from 1 to 10. So a lot of the times I've been trading the first pick the Bears have. In this case, I'm going to trade the second pick they have. I'm trading with New York. They move up from 7 to 5. I also get their second-round pick, number 48 overall. I flip them the Philly fourth-round pick the Bears got for draft night when they moved down to take Darnell Wright a spot in last year's draft. So 7 and 48 to Chicago, 5 and 132 to the Giants, and now I'm picking at 7. And you know what? Let's get weird. I'm trading again with the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders get the 7th pick. They move up from 11. I get 11, 75, and 111. So I just picked up a lot of capital to trade down from 5 to 11, essentially. And with that pick, yeah, it's not Marvin Harrison Jr., but arguably the second best receiver in this class, although I do like Malik Nabers a tick more out of LSU. How about Rome Odunze, the receiver out of Washington? He's expected to go, between 8 and 12 probably is where he'll land in this NFL draft. And this guy's fantastic, man. I mean, the top 4 receivers in this draft are really something. And he's been a big-time weapon for the Huskies, who are playing in the college football playoff. Michael Penix Jr., his quarterback, he's got great rapport with. 20 touchdowns the last couple of seasons combined, over 2,500 total yards. He's a big play weapon at over 17.5 yards per catch. Really like his game. He's 6'2", 6'3", has good size. He's fluid. They use him on jet sweeps. He's really a big-time playmaker. And this draft is loaded, man, at receiver. It's a much better receiver draft high up than compared to last year. Like, what did Jackson Smith and Jigby go? 20th overall? I think 4 receivers are going to be gone before 20 this year, if not 5 or 6. It's that good of a group. With Marvin, you got Malik Nabers, Rome Odunze, Keon Coleman. Even a guy like the kid out of Texas, who I'm blanking on. Not Worthy, the guy from Georgia. A.D. Mitchell, thank you, producer Rolly. I mean, there's guys everywhere in this draft, and if you don't get Marvin, that doesn't mean you can't get an impact guy for day 1. Okay, round 2 we go. Pick number 48, a second-round pick we picked up from the Giants. Chris Braswell, the edge out of Bama. He's expected to go early, midday 2, so he could be gone by this point, but he was still there. 8 sacks, 10.5 TFLs. He's really taken his game to another level this year for Bama on the opposite side of Dallas Turner, obviously. And that's the nice thing about Braswell is, yeah, he plays opposite of Turner, so, yeah, he might get some more one-on-one looks. Well, he would play opposite of Montez Sweat here. It's not like teams are going to be double-teaming Braswell as a rookie, and the Bears need another edge. Yannick Ngakoue has not been very productive. If the Bears want to bring him back for cheap money to be a rotation rusher, I'm open to that, but I think his days of being a every down starter or close to it are pretty much done in the NFL. So a guy like Braswell, young, energetic, talented, ascending, I think you get him on day 2. It would be certainly a really, really good fit. Game Time, sponsoring today's show. It's going to be Game Time this Sunday at Soldier Field. And you know what? Maybe you're going to wake up Sunday morning and say, honey, babe, son, let's go to the Bears game. Bears-Lions, and I'll tell you what, game day flash sales they have sometimes on Game Time as they're trying to get those tickets sold. You're going to find really, really good deals and the best prices available with Game Time, and it's stress-free, no frustrations. You order, they tell you how you get your tickets, you're going to get them in a few minutes, you're good to go. So yes, you can buy just hours before kickoff. I've done that on numerous occasions here. So download the Game Time app today, go to the Bears game on Sunday, go to a concert, go to a comedy show, and find the best prices and vantage points available with Game Time. When you do create an account, use promo code BearsChat up there. You can see it, $20 off your first order when you download the Game Time app. Search Game Time in your app store. There's a link in the comments and in the description as well. But just search Game Time and use our promo code BearsChat. That's going to get you $20 off. Okay, instead of Cedric Van Pran, who was still available, I wanted to mix it up. Zach Frazier, the center out of West Virginia. Now, he did have leg surgery. I'm not sure the extent of that injury, but this guy feels like a Ryan Poles guy. So, Zach Frazier in West Virginia's final game this year got hurt in the final minute, and there was a running clock, and he broke a bone in his leg, I believe, and still limped off the field because if not, West Virginia was out of timeouts. It would have been a 10-second runoff, and they might have lost that game, but he understood the situation, got off the field. That seems like a Poles type of guy to me. Team first, gritty. His athletic profile fits what the Bears want to do with their offensive line, and that's all they're missing is the center position. Now, full disclosure, I don't know how long-term this injury is. They've said he won't play the bowl game, but it doesn't seem like an ACL situation where it's like 8 to 12 months or something like that. So he may not work out at the combine, but I think for training camp, he'd be ready to go. 3-year starter at West Virginia. Him and Van Pran are considered the top 2 centers in this draft. Some guys like Van Pran better, some like Frazier better. This injury could throw a wrench into that, but I think he's a stud. He's a leader, and you just have to address the center position because I can't deal with Lucas Patrick anymore. Billy Bowman Jr., the safety out of Oklahoma, round 3, pick number 75 here. And look, Eddie Jackson might be gone. This could be it for Eddie Jackson. He's played okay since he's been back from the foot injury for several weeks now, but he's not the guy he once was. You can save $13 million by cutting him. And if you do, I think taking a safety on day 2 of the draft could make some sense. Bowman's a playmaker, had a nice interception late in the season when playing my alma mater, TCU. That was a big play. He kind of just has a knack for making big plays. I've watched a lot of Oklahoma football this year, and he's made several of them. So Billy Bowman in the 3rd round. He's a ball hawk type of safety. I think he could be a good fit next to Jaquan Brisker. Subscribe to the channel. Tons of Bears draft content for the next 6 months leading up to late April, early May. Right at 6 months, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hit that sub button. Turn on notifications if you want more draft videos. And by the way, little card's going to flash on your screen here. Playlist to all of our mock drafts. Go check it out right now. Okay, our day 3 picks here for Bears Mock Draft 7.0. Jermaine Burton, the speedster out of Alabama. He's never really reached his full potential, but the dude's averaging 22 yards per catch. He's been a good fit with Jalen Milroe, who's been one of the better deep ball throwers in college football. I think especially if you do keep a guy like Justin Fields, this guy can make a lot of sense because he is a vertical weapon. Bucky Irving, the running back out of Oregon, I've really liked his game this year. 2 straight seasons of 1,000 yards. Khalil Herbert's entering year 4. Deontay Foreman's a free agent. You could certainly add another running back to the mix, and I think Irving could fit that bill. Cooper Beebe, I don't really know where he's going to go in the draft. Different draft boards have him at different spots. I've seen anywhere as high as like 3rd round, as low as 6th round. He was still there here in the 5th round, so I went ahead and took him. He can play tackle or guard. I like his versatility. I don't think he's a starter as a rookie, but you could bring him in and have him compete to be like your 6th or 7th offensive lineman. Jaheim Bell, the tight end out of Florida State, pretty good season here. I think he's got like 500 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Noles. They've had a lot of different weapons for that team. But after Cole Kmet, that tight end position's in flux moving forward. So certainly could add another name to the mix. And then TJ Sanders, the defensive tackle out of South Carolina in the 7th round at pick number 226. Played with Zach Pickens last year, so some familiarity. He fits more of a 3-tech mold, so maybe he could be a guy that rotates in. All right, there you go. Grade today's Bears mock draft, A, B, C, D, or F. Drop your grades in the comment section below and go ahead and give us a letter grade. By the way, it actually was round 6 for for Sanders there. That was my bad. I don't know why I said 7th round. A, B, C, D, or F. Drop a letter grade down in the comments. And be sure to subscribe for more draft coverage. Again, we will have, or you can go check out any of our mock drafts that we've done. This is our 7th one this year. So be sure to click that playlist. It'll also be on the end screen coming up here. So I'll be sure to link that in there for you guys. YouTube.com/BearsNow for more Bears videos.